Hello, and welcome to Episode 3 of MISD Assessment's video series on the 2014 State Accountability System for Public Schools in Texas. In this episode, we'll outline the fundamentals of Index 3, Closing Performance Gaps, and Index 4, Post-Secondary Readiness. Let's begin by revisiting the index targets for 2014. Index 3 carries a target of 28 for districts and elementary schools, 27 for middle schools, and 31 for high schools. Index 4 has a more complex array of targets because it includes the STAR post-secondary readiness component as well as other components related to graduation. Districts, elementary campuses, and middle schools are evaluated on the STAR component only, with targets of 13, 12, and 13 respectively. High schools are evaluated on the STAR component with a target of 21, and on all components with a target of 57. Next, we'll address the purpose of Index 3. Index 3 is focused on improving the performance of economically disadvantaged students, as well as the two lowest performing student groups from the previous year. Index 3 data is thus examined by student group, and it's also broken down by subject area. New for 2014, Index 3 incorporates weighted credit into the statistics for students who meet the Level 3 Advanced Standard. Now let's examine the numbers using a sample featuring our favorite test group from Average Suburban Middle School. You've seen this table before when we examined Index 1 in Episode 2. Now we've added an additional line of data to see how many students achieved Level 3 Advanced Performance. Remember, Index 3 examines economically disadvantaged students plus the previous year's lowest performing student groups, which in the case of Average Suburban Middle School were African American and Hispanic. So for purposes of Index 3, those three columns contain the data to be used. Once the data is extracted, the raw numbers are used to determine percentages, similar to the methodology used for Index 2. Remember that Level 3 performance receives weighted credit. Students achieving Level 3 are included within the Level 2 percentage, then added again on their own. The weighted performance rate for each column is the sum of the two percentages, each of which is possibly 100, so each column's possible weighted performance rate is 200. Adding the weighted performance rates for math at Average Suburban Middle School thus yields a total of 262 points out of a possible 600. Since math is only one of 5 subjects tested at Average Suburban Middle School, those 262 points will be added to those earned from the other 4 subjects. All 5 subjects together total 1,410 points out of a possible 3,000, which produces an Index 3 score of 47. The Index 3 score will then be added visually to the Campus Accountability Summary, with the target of 27 identified at the bottom and indicated on the graph by a horizontal line, and the Index 3 score of 47 comfortably exceeding the target. Next, we'll turn our attention to Index 4, Post-Secondary Readiness. This measure is designed to emphasize the importance of a high school diploma and a proper academic foundation for college or career. The index examines all students as well as up to 7 student groups using 2 components. High school campuses are evaluated on a variety of statistics related to graduation, including graduation plans, SAT and ACT data, and graduation rates. Beginning in 2014, all campuses and districts are evaluated on the STAR Post-Secondary Readiness component, which measures student achievement at the final Level 2 passing standard. Let's head back one more time to Average Suburban Middle School for a sampling of data. As a middle school, this campus would be evaluated only on the STAR Post-Secondary Readiness standard. For purposes of Index 4, Post-Secondary Readiness is defined by students meeting the final Level 2 passing standard on 2 or more STAR tests. This table shows all students plus the 5 student groups large enough to factor into the statistics. Much like Index 2 and Index 3, Index 4 uses raw numbers to calculate percentage points, with each column possibly reaching 100. Adding the percentage points together for Average Suburban Middle School yields a sum of 229 out of a possible 600, which produces an Index 4 score of 38. That Index 4 score will complete the visual portion of the Campus Accountability Summary, with the target of 13 identified at the bottom and indicated by a horizontal line, and the Campus Index 4 score of 38, almost tripling the target score. We can now see that although the campus will certainly want to address specific areas and continue to improve, it has met standard on all 4 indices in the 2014 State Accountability System. So congratulations to the fictional staff and students of Average Suburban Middle School. That concludes Episode 3 of MISD Assessment's video series on the 2014 State Accountability System for public schools in Texas. We hope you now have a clearer understanding of Index 3, Closing Performance Gaps, and Index 4, Post-Secondary Readiness. In our next episode, we'll conclude the series by addressing distinction designations and the system safeguards. For more information provided by TEA, visit the web link identified on screen. Thanks for watching.